record video. Hello, Internet.
Welcome to Game... Oh.
Nope.
Every time anybody says that, that is what occurs.
Game
in my brain.
Theory. Game Theory was a good show. I've not kept up with Matt Pat.
It is. He still does stuff. He's got a food theory channel now, too.
Ooh.
I like food and also theories.
Well, we have to give it just a minute. But then once we've given it a minute, we can get into the recapping and bride napping shenanigans.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, I would like to pop the chat out. Twitch, don't give me problems. There we go.
Twitch.
Give me problems.
Here we go.
It's like, I like food and I like theories. I usually don't like theories about food because usually they cause me to not want to eat them.
It's like, lore. Like, almost, I can't even remember.
But what's the meme? It's like, calm down, everybody. Let's just have a cup of tea. This person's face when they learn literally the first thing about tea.
The conspiracy that ended Kentucky Fried Chicken. Can you bake cookies from cookie dough ice cream, and which is the best? Yes, the knockoff is better. Yes, you should eat your Pokemon. You know, normal stuff.
Normal questions. Magikarp look delicious, I'm sorry. I don't even like fish.
Nice. Well, I think it's safe to start the recap now. Does anyone remember what happened last week?
A lot.
So much.
Also, everyone should direct their attention to the By the Frost channel underneath live streams, because I want to share this with everyone. Here is a updated picture of Arthur in his tuxedo.
Uh-huh. And the boots with the fur.
Yes.
I'm surprised Arthur isn't wearing a bow tie for a formal event like this.
Well, he gotta have, the long, well-pointed tie.
Yeah.
For reasons.
The insinuation.
Yes.
The tie of insinuation.
Danielle and I had a conversation about bow tie versus long tie.
And
it was decided long tie was sexier.
There's a lot
that is a debate
more
for
that
the
you
ages.
can do with a long tie, is what I will say.
Finan, what was that about ties?
If it's a bow tie, he's just a Chippendales dancer, and there's nothing special about that.
Exactly.
Oh, true.
I suppose in that outfit you're not incorrect.
Chippendales in those boots, though.
In those boots, though, I do like that.
Well, I didn't even look to see how high the heels were on the boot. Hold on, gotta go back now.
Appropriately
go back.
high.
Needs more stiletto.
As always, Danielle does fantastic art. Anyone watching this live or in post, definitely hit Danielle up for art.
Seeksy.
Yes.
Yeah.
On Instagram? Question mark?
DeviantArt, right?
I know she's on DeviantArt.
Also possibly
She's
Instagram.
also got a server. You can reach out.
Yeah.
Also
point you
possibly
in
a
the direction.
Facebook page.
I'm pretty sure she's got a Facebook page. I know she posts on Instagram every once in a while too, so there are various avenues.
Many avenues.
Yeah,
Anyways,
like you do.
What happened last week?
Fernand and
are
Amelia
worse
exchanged
than
in mutual sock theft.
Yeah, that's a
One
good
at a
too.
time, please.
Yes. What was that, Karina?
Blightovers are worse than hangovers.
True. Callan just had a very casual conversation with a talking cat, was like completely unbothered. It was very cute. The cat wants Callan to crash Joffrey and Torsten's wedding, but was also aware that Joffrey was planning to bail but the cat thought that was a bad move, so we should gate crash instead. Fanan made a friend. Yelena received a magical bunny hat that regulates body temperature.
Not the bunny, yeah.
Not the bunny. Callan is gonna learn to make fireworks. The Giants are owed a lot of money. Fanan pulled an Arvandal book out of his own head.
Forgot about that one.
We all got in the hot spring to a variety of funky effects. Amelia tried to kidnap Joffrey, who was like, yes, I would like to be a pirate. We kind of interrupted, and then Arthur appeared and he'd do propose, and Callan said yes. And that is where we've left off, and my final note says, it's been so long since I've stolen a wife.
That is, my note says a bride. I don't genuinely remember what the actual words were, but that was also my last note, and that makes me very happy. All right, Amelia, you silly.
Yep.
So what you doing?
When we last left our heroes, Joffrey had just busted down the
Doors yelling about how there's about to be a wedding.
Yeah, there's a look, a distraction, a wedding.
General
not
grunts
mine,
of
a wedding.
confusion.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Sorry, as someone who was in the real world recovering from their ailments, as their character in D&D was also recovering from their ailments last week, there are some plot holes I'm missing. Did we get out of the hot springs?
Yes. We are all much refreshed.
And your character does not need sleep for another 3 days, I think it is.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
And none of the weddings have happened yet.
No.
No.
That was
And
No
essentially
weddings.
as we walked up to the bar, Callan got proposed to.
Yes.
The bar,
yes.
the tavern, the inn,
And
the place where
also,
the stuff
while
happens.
you all were walking back up to the bar, tavern, inn, etc., you saw Amelia, Fanan's counterpart? I'm gonna go with counterpart.
Not the same.
Trying to run away with the bride for the other wedding.
Is she drunk or sober?
Very
She
sober.
was sober. Yeah.
Both parties.
Both parties were sober. Both parties were into it.
Cool, got it. Awesome.
However,
And we're like all coming back from the hot springs together as
yes,
a family.
yes, and
Yeah, 'cause-
reason prevailed. The bride is going to stay and actually potentially confront the fact that she doesn't want to get married, and Amelia is pouting.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. Thanks. I have now plot filled. Thank you.
You are welcome. Am I gonna be forced to have you all roll initiative, or will somebody speak up as to what they're gonna do? That's it. Initiative. Everybody roll initiative.
I was talking and I couldn't. I was muted. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Zon.
What happens when you try to eat a burrito and play D&D at the same time?
Real life D&D, folks. Here it is.
Yeah.
So, Zon is healed. Zon is looking for the giant that shamed her.
Oh, you can head back out to the Field of Honor if that is what you so desire. He's waiting.
Oh dear.
Can I see the Field of Honor from here?
No, but you can see him. If you recall, he's very tall.
This is what I was really asking.
20 feet? Isn't he like 20 feet tall?
Yeah, he is 20 feet tall. I was gonna say, try doubling that, but no, he's 20 feet tall.
No, he's...
So I'm gonna approach Fanan and say, "Hey, buddy."
Oh.
I don't like
Feel
this.
about a
conspiratorial tone you're
little.
taking with me.
Ignoring that comment, how would you feel about a little sparring match with, say, a giant?
Well, I've tended not to have great experience with that in the past. You know, just duking the whole thing out one-on-one.
I bet you can't get it one stab in.
Now,
Ooh. Hey, it's like she knows.
Yeah.
if she's
I mean, I got at least one stab in.
okay.
Can you do any better?
Said the
Can
rogue
I
to the
do
rogue.
any better? Do you know who you're talking to?
And that is how you get Fanan into a fight that he doesn't want.
The
This is the
best.
idea.
Well, what kind of a giant are we talking about?
He's big.
Points in direction of
Yeah,
two-story tall.
Zinnia, in reality, you could just point at the
No,
giant.
wait. I
Okay.
say he's big. And we wait for Fanan's response. I'm just like wiggling my eyebrows.
I mean, most giants are.
He's dumb. He's big and he's dumb. Think you can stab that?
I mean,
I mean, it's
probably.
kind of hard to miss. And then I point.
Okay, like how far away? Like, can I tell like how big?
Give
like
me an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
He's big.
That's a large giant. Even by giant standards.
Even by giant standards, this is a very
Yeah.
large giant.
Boy.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, bigger target, man. Hard to miss.
I mean, yeah, hard to miss, but like, miss and live to tell the tale versus
Yeah, stab and run.
Ah, yes, the good old stab and run tactic.
Like
we
a
truly are
like
cut
a
from the same cloth.
loading table. Run like a fast boy.
Duck and weave.
It's alright. It's alright if you don't think you can. Cool. It's cool. Whatever.
Zon, you're pressing all the wrong buttons. And I am like, straightening my regalia and like cinching down the straps a little bit and like pulling out the long sword of the winds and, checking to make sure it's still balanced as well as I remember it.
Fanan, you hear a strum from behind you.
Do I?
Patrick.
I will look and
It's Patrick.
Patrick.
So who we fighting?
And then I will point with the sword off in the direction of the challenger that Zon has pointed out. That guy, potentially.
And you're not invited.
He squints and he starts playing dueling banjos.
Like I said, he's not invited, Fanan.
I mean, I don't know, Zon. Just you and me, little people. I don't know. I don't think you should be so quick to turn down some help.
Oh, you hear that, Patrick? He thinks you're gonna help him.
Patrick has no time for your sass and is ignoring you, or at least doing his very darndest to attempt to. Exactly.
No. I see how it is.
What did you say, Zon?
I said, all right, Fanan, if you need his help, I see how it is. And I start wandering over towards, who is the next closest person to Fanan?
You've got Callan, but
Amelia?
Callan's a little bit tied up with Arthur. You also have Yelena right there in the vicinity.
Yelena! We walk over to Yelena. Oh, conveniently, we're right here.
But the real question is, can Sarah hear Renee?
Yeah!
Hey,
Yeah!
This
That's a
time,
good question.
I get that joke.
I understood that reference.
All right, Captain America. I need you to calm down.
So, for those of you who weren't here 2 weeks ago, we played an entire session where I could not hear Renee.
It's a good time.
Still,
was
okay.
great.
Like,
It was pretty good. Pretty good
Yeah.
comedic timing.
Alright.
So do you say anything or you just walk over?
Saunter? Is this a saunter?
A zaunter, if you will.
I won't.
Oh.
I will.
I just walk over and start vigorously wiggling my eyebrows and kind of like pointing my head towards the battlefield. It's like, hey, eyebrows, head, point.
This person will not need sleep for another 3 days, guys.
But wedding, and Yelena will point at Arthur and Callan.
We can invite him.
Maybe for his bachelor party?
That
I
sounds
nearly
good.
spit out my drink.
Not while we're drinking!
Yeah, it's a good spar before, a wedding. It's what every bachelor wants.
I mean,
That is probably more up your alley than Callan's, but he can handle himself.
Zana's no longer listening and she's trying to draw with crayons an invitation to a bachelor party that is fighting this giant.
Did Zon just nominate herself as maid of honor?
A bachelor of... I don't know.
Hey,
I grew up
it's
with
just
St. Thomas.
spelled different. M-A-D-E.
It's best maid.
Maid
Best
of
maid.
honor.
Everyone knows it's best maid.
She's obviously maid of honor. It's fine.
Yeah.
M-A-D-E, maid of honor.
And rope. This is all we're made of. Zon
Reverse
holds
Zuko.
up her crayon draft of this bachelor party invitation to Callan. Or not to Callan, sorry. To Elena.
I think we can get more paper at the front to make one for everybody.
Oh, we are on it. Who else is up for
Wait.
crafts?
Did she hand that to Callan?
As she walks by, she gives it to Callan and says, "We're making more!"
Callan looks at it and reads it, and then eyes wide and is like, "What? Son! No! Wait! Stop!" And he runs after Zon to try to stop her.
This is the correct response. Don't even get to plan
I
your
mean, he's
bachelor party.
taller, so he catches that pretty quickly, and he steps in front of the bar, and Zon is like, "Son, no. This is not gonna be my bachelor party. You are not gonna go fight a giant.
No, I'm not doing it alone. We're all doing it.
No. We're not doing it."
Everybody.
Be a lot
But
cooler
doesn't
if you
it-
did.
Shut up, Banana.
Meanwhile, the student in the back. Be a lot cooler if you did.
But yeah, Zon, this is not how I would like to spend my bachelor party.
Who said it was your bachelor party? I mean, you're invited.
It's Arthur's?
Ice Fanan.
Am I even supposed to be there?
Zon doesn't know what bachelor parties are for. She doesn't care whose bachelor party it is. She just
We're
knows
also stretching the definition of bachelors if you're inviting everyone.
Yeah.
I think this is his bachelor party. I'm not supposed to be there, actually. So I will just
Then, it's the Giants' bachelor party! And Zon goes back to making more invitations.
Is the giant getting married, though?
Torsten is getting married.
Torsten, the
That giant. Is that giant getting married?
Yep. Scribble.
So This is actually the rehearsal dinner.
I thought that was the last fight. This is the real deal.
Rehearse a fight. That's what we do.
So is anyone gonna help me with these invitations?
Huh?
Is anyone gonna help with these invitations, or am I on my own?
I don't know, Rowan and Yelena followed you in the room.
That was out of concern for Callan.
Callan is just gonna walk back out. He has bigger problems. It's maybe his and Arthur's first fight because he's wearing a Speedo tuxedo.
The Speedo tuxedo.
Tuxedo.
You know, when you want a quickie wedding.
Yeah.
No. So as much as that picture is for incredible comedic effect, Arthur will show up to the wedding in an actual tuxedo because that is what Callan wants, and Arthur is aware that that is what Callan wants.
Okay, good. That might have been their first fight.
I think there's hope for him yet.
Yes, there is.
Is there?
Yeah,
Don't push it.
that's a pretty big step. If Arthur's paying attention to someone else's wants and needs, whew.
He's grown.
Yeah,
Aww.
yeah. If he wasn't, Callan would seriously be second guessing and thinking about pulling go. Okay,
Arthur
anyway,
has a 12 AC.
back to story.
I just went to brush up his character sheet because he might be getting in a fight.
Ah, nice.
It's
Yeah.
still on the
Very well
table.
might be.
Zahn, who are you inviting to this bachelor party?
That you're throwing for yourself.
So Zana's still making invitations because this is gonna take a while. She's making a whole stack.
Excellent.
It's gonna take her like a good 5 minutes.
And
Parrot,
at least 12 crayons.
we have not
Yeah.
heard from you
She's
yet.
eating some of them.
Yeah. Because I assumed this conversation wasn't super quiet coming from Zol.
No.
I think that is a safe assumption.
Well, Parith has been outside trying to do some calculations. And will come in to Zahn and say, I have a proposal if we're going to do this.
Careful.
You too? What are you proposing to?
Careful with this.
Yes, I'm so glad you said that.
Double wedding?
A triple wedding!
Triple wedding, yes.
This Hot Springs episode escalated.
You should be proud.
I say that if we do this, we should bring Patrick along, and we help settle this. I'd say that he's worth about 5, wouldn't you?
Zahn is giving you a death glare, and she holds up her stack of invitations, staking them in your face, pointing at the only sentence that's legible on the entire invitation, says, invited, do not bring Patrick. She just goes back to scribbling.
I am mostly curious where Zahn got crayons, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah.
If you don't think that she's got like a 64 pack up in that like satchel, I don't
Manifested
know.
them.
Nice.
It's got the sharpener in the back too, you know, the real.
I mean, she's on vacation, and vacation spots they have like corners for kids with fun activities. So she definitely probably rated that.
Out of the kids' menu last night.
She definitely stole them out of the hostess stand.
There's
Thinking
drawings on the corner of the bar, like where she was sitting before the mashed potatoes.
Anyways, Parith, continue.
I don't know. I think Parrots would probably shrug and say, I think you'd probably get more people if there was a little bit of competition involved.
But is he really competition? I don't know. Fanan thinks he's gonna help, she says very loudly.
Fanan would probably be on his way in at this point.
Yeah, presumably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, I mean, we can tag along, but yeah, the second he becomes more than, a paperweight, I think he's on his own.
Arthur's mixing everyone drinks, going, "Who are we fighting?"
Oh, I thought we weren't fighting.
The giant. The big dumb one.
That's racist.
Arthur
Then she holds
hops.
up her
I
position.
should say so.
Yeah, I think Parrots probably getting less interested.
Arthur hops over the bar and offers Zahn a cocktail.
What color is it?
What was that, Zahn?
What color is it?
It is blue.
She drinks it.
It tastes great.
Yes. She gives him an invitation.
Tit for tat.
Oh.
Give me a drink, I invite you to my party.
Sasha, what are you doing?
Sasha has gone and sat down approximately where she always sits within sight of Yori, and has taken out a piece of wood and is carving on it.
Excellent. Rowan, what are you doing?
Rowan followed Zahn and Callan in here because that did not seem like it was gonna go well. And Callan does not seem too set on fighting a giant for his bachelor party. So she's gonna sidle up to him and say, Callan, what do you want to do for your bachelor party?
Not this. I don't know, but definitely not this.
I mean,
Maybe
Oh,
just
that sounded bad.
Amy, are you
Okay.
alive?
Is that a cat or you or dice?
Amy, talk to me. Don't roll the death saving throws. It's a trap.
Amy, we're losing you!
Things may have come unplugged.
Oh no, I didn't think about that. I have had that happen before.
I
Sometimes
lost a
a cat
headset that way
decides-
once.
Yeah, sometimes a cat decides to go one way and your headset goes the other.
she knocked over a lamp, and in doing so, unplugged my Wi-Fi extender, so give me a second.
Oh no.
Real life D&D, guys. Real life D&D.
It's very important content.
Be important. Very animal. Much wow.
Wait, yeah, that's, yep. Okay.
Well, Arthur is teleporting back and forth between the table and the bar, lining everyone's drinks up with cute little nameplates.
Bachelor party!
Zahn is drinking every blue one she can find.
There was only one blue one, and it was yours. They're all color-coded for the person.
Ah, clever.
what color is Callan?
Callan's is, of course, bright gold.
Lovely.
Parrots one
With its
happened to
own
be
little
purple.
lily in it.
Aww.
What was that, Pareth?
Parrots wouldn't happen to be purple, would it?
What other color would it be?
I'm safely assuming that Rowan's is red.
Red with some orange.
Yeah, okay.
Is Rowan's on fire? Please tell me it's that cliche.
Not quite.
Tequila sunrise.
I was gonna say, I mean, you could.
What is the blue blazer? Is that what it's called? There's a traditional cocktail that's served on fire.
Ow.
Flu
I don't know,
powder
but if
cocktail?
any of them are on fire, Zom's gonna be going down trying to light them all on fire.
You and what matches?
The crayons, obviously. You rub them together really fast.
grab some tinder out of the fireplace. Kind of here. But first and foremost, are any of the drinks on fire?
No.
Damn it. Okay.
Rowan, are you back?
Yes, I am back.
You were in the middle of saying something when everything came crashing down.
Yes. What I was about to ask Callan is, what do people usually do for a bachelor party?
Get rip-roaring drunk.
I was gonna say look around for the nearest bachelor.
Okay, but we did exactly that yesterday.
I know. It sounds like a great idea.
We have an entire day now.
That's
It
fair.
is late afternoon. You spent most of today at the hot springs.
True.
Ah, yes.
Fantastic.
4 o'clock, the drinking hour.
Happy hour.
That's what people do. Just a relaxed evening talking among very close friends.
Well, that can probably be arranged. Do you need flowers for the wedding? Because I am good at 2 things. One is burning. The other is making plants.
How do you not burn? You don't burn the plants, right?
No, I don't want to burn the plants.
Okay. Those two things that you were excellent in just seem like a bad combination when put together.
Mutually exclusive.
I'll try not to burn things at the wedding, okay?
Actually, if you would take care of the plants, that would be phenomenal.
I got you covered, buddy.
Everyone,
you
with
were-
the hey buddy.
Yeah.
Anyways, there are drinks for everyone on the table if you want to move to the table rather than clogging the door.
Yeah.
Sure.
Berth is already there.
I saw Parith understood the assignment.
Harris read his notes, read between the lines.
He's a strategist. That's what he does. A strategist who can't stick to a plan.
Hey,
Rowan,
but he's
are
a
you-
smart fighter.
Rowan, are you sitting on the table?
Well, so remind me, is it 2 tables or is it...
It's one big
One-
table. Arthur is standing on the table.
Yeah, Rowan will absolutely sit on the table.
Arthur has also produced from somewhere a ham hock that he is working his way through.
As long as it was not a turkey leg.
No, not this time.
Rum ham!
Yelena, what are you up to?
So if it doesn't look like anything wedding specific is happening yet, she either wants to be well, if it does, she wants to be part of wedding planning. If it doesn't, she wants to talk to the people about the wood carving thing that's happening for the friend that she heard about for Yori.
Well, Callan, is there wedding planning going on, or are you, still in the breathing about it stage?
He's kind of halfway in between. Just some clever things with Rowan. Because he thought that would be a good idea.
Probably was.
But
Okay.
I don't know if he's really going to get much more done as far as wedding planning.
Well, okay, so
I don't think so. I think he would be fine to see what's up with the craft.
okay, well, before Yelena goes off, she does want to turn to Callan. Well, so is this would happening today, or when are you guys thinking about getting married?
We might need some time, I think.
Suddenly, there's a loud crashing noise as a large metallic figure barges through the wall and lands with a thud on the floor.
The invitation's up in the air and pulls out her knife.
We're going to come back to these questions, Callan.
Callan, you are under attack. Does a 15 hit?
Oh, hold on. No.
No?
No.
How about a 29?
That
Please take 23 bludgeoning damage, and as everyone else sees this iron golem give Callan a right hook that spins his head around, please roll initiative.
Oh, I really thought this was going to be like one of those shows.
Well, I roll
wedding.
advantage, but I rolled one of them off, but the other one was a nat 20, so I guess we're just gonna go with that.
Perth did the pair thing.
Crit failed initiative?
Close.
No, I don't think he's ever crit failed initiative.
Oh, the golem did.
The golem did!
Ah, they did.
Wow.
Callan does need to do initiative, yes?
Yes.
Plus.
The
Just because
golem's
you
like
were attacked doesn't mean you don't get to roll initiative.
Yakety yak, smack him back.
I can't do anything. I'm attacked.
I've been attacked! You don't understand! Alright, let's get these sorted, because Arthur also needs to roll initiative, and I'm not used to using an actual person's character sheet. I'm used to using the NPC stat blocks, but Arthur has an actual character sheet. Alright, Zon and Callan, what did you get? I see Callan got that 15.14.
Yeah.
Zon, what did you get?
Got a 17.
Ooh, nice. You don't beat Sasha, but you're gonna be going pretty close to the top.
Look, that's what we're here for.
Sasha,
That
you
just
heard
happened.
the crash.
I mean, it probably came from like here, right? Like
Correct. Yes.
she's within. She just kind of like looks over and sees that this
Roll
thing
perception.
made a giant hole in the wall. Let's see.
Yeah,
I'm
also,
trained in
how
that.
did that thing get past Amelia?
That is another nat $20. That is a 26.
You see in the very far distance outside of town a large cannon apparatus. It fires again, and another golem comes soaring in, crashing through the front door.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Cool.
You see Drunthan step outside as this is happening and going, "Bloody neighbors!" spins his hammer and takes off.
Neighbors? Oh, he's gone. Alright, well, let's see. It's really hard. I'm gonna zoom in so I can see where the squares are.
Where the squares are.
I mean, she, like, I guess, actually, there's a giant hole here at this point.
Well,
so
there
she,
used
like,
to be a door there. There's now
right.
hole.
She, like, gets here, and at this point can see that the golem, smacked Callan, which is not okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just gonna get that bow out, I guess. So, yeah, that's not okay. See if we can get something's attention. Oh, and then I immediately rolled 2 4s, because I get advantage on things that, you know, ranger stuff, and I rolled 2 4s, so that is, does a 15 hit?
It does not.
I didn't think so. So she's gonna take her second attack. Let's try this again.
Are you firing with your bow?
Yes.
With your internal bow that you conjure, or your physical bow?
Are we pretending like this is happening alternate universe?
If you can maintain who you were tracking with your magical bow outside of this setting.
Sure. Then she'll conjure it out of. If it's sort of happening, it's not really the same thing. Then I think reflexively she probably would use the magic bow and conjure it.
Mostly for anyone listening, let's describe what weapon you're using to attack.
Yeah, so as Sasha runs in and looks over and sees that Callan has gotten clocked, essentially, she goes through the motions of like where you would draw a bow and then pull an arrow from a quiver and bring it up and aim it towards an enemy.
Yep.
But what actually happens is she doesn't appear to be holding anything, and I believe it's a golden glowing magical weapon manifests in her hands along with an arrow of similar nature as she goes to fire on this iron golem. That second roll is also, I got a 9 and a 4, doing good. Rolled those nat 20s when they mattered so that I could miss everything else. So a 20 total. Does a 20 total hit?
A 20 total does hit.
Okay. She didn't use sharpshooter or anything because she's a little. She was in vacation mode, Dallas. This was kind of rude. Yeah. So she's just gonna fire that arrow. She has an ally within 5 feet. So because she is
have
also
an ally within 5 feet
of the enemy that she's firing.
You're shooting downwind. I got it.
Sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. I meant to say the one that clocked Callan is the one that's in her sights.
Excellent.
So she does get to add a sneak attack die on there since she's got a little multi-class going on. So 11 damage. This was a mighty blow. Tink. Thunk.
I was gonna say, I was about to say, the arrow tinks off of the armor. You left a nick.
Yeah, well, she was in vacation mode, okay? This was not... She didn't come here for a fight. And that is her turn, that's all.
Excellent.
She's done.
Zanya.
Yes.
What are you going to do?
Rail. We are gonna... Okay, can you please describe to me the stance of this character?
So this character is made entirely out of metal. It has red glowing eyes between a not on the front of a not quite human-shaped head. It is standing on 2 legs, but unnaturally vertically, and whenever it moves, you hear grinding and whirring noises.
Okay, we're gonna jump on to this table.
Excellent.
As is
Solid
customary.
And we're gonna use the 8 melted daggers.
Of course you are.
Can we get a description on what exactly happens on for the people in the audience that don't know what 8 melted daggers means?
Yeah.
As amusing as it is, it's even funnier when you know what it is.
The medium length version is I joined this team and Parrot gave me 8 daggers. And I told Dallas I was going to use them as a singular weapon of 8 daggers. At which point the first was into a fire elemental. I threw all 8 daggers into a fire elemental. They melted. I cried.
The Omni dagger.
And I tied a rope around it and said, aha, dear Callan, what is this? And she said, it's another weapon. 8 melted daggers and a rope.
Good stuff.
So, yeah,
Swing your
that's,
8 melted daggers. Go for it.
Dagger.
yeah. Oh, not bad.
It makes connection, but it does not leave a dent, because a 16 is not high enough to actually hit through its armor class.
Okay,
Or you're going to try to bonus action anything?
That's what I was trying to consider.
Bonus
My
action,
bonus
hide
action-
under the table.
No! My bonus action is, first, stun. I'm shock. Second, I'm going to reach
Shock is a free
for-
action.
Thank you. This guy has the turkey leg, right?
Ham hock, but yes.
Oh, ham hock. Is there a ham hock within reach of me?
Roll perception.
Oh no.
Yes.
All right. Then I'm gonna. Is it arm's reach or rope's reach?
Arm's reach.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna reach down and grab that ham hock, pull it up, take a big old bite, and say, "Well, that didn't work." And look around and say, "Hey, Finan, are you gonna do this, or do we need Patrick to help?"
Ayo!
Vicious mockery.
That level in Bard coming out quick there.
All right, we're good. We're good. Okay.
Hey, you
Cal-
told us to warm up.
Callan and little friend.
Okay, little friend is gonna go first and wait, perception. Well, no, wouldn't do this. Okay, little guy's gonna go first. He's going to be using forceful and stuff.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Ooh, little boy.
was the right
That's
choice.
a hit.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
beautiful.
So roll a 17. Yeah, nice.
You
Right.
move it 5 feet away from you with that force push and deals 12 points of damage.
It's like 12 points was
Yeah.
excellent.
And then let's see, Callan will get himself together. Dust himself off, get back up, check for anything broken, which is not. And then he will hit him with. Wait, can Callan do a. No, he will do, like. He wants to see what these guys are made of. Seeing if there's any. Well, he wants to see two things: where they made of, and if there's any kind of magical thing about them.
Arcana.
Okay.
They are made of iron. They are iron golems.
Okay.
They have a complex series. They are powered by a complex series of enchantments worked into smaller pieces of metal that apply magical energies to their joints, creating movements.
Okay. This specifically movement.
They're robots.
Um.
That's what I'm getting at. They're robots. They run on electricity.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, Callan will do Scorching Ray.
Scorching ray.
Yeah.
Okay. A 13
Bye.
does not hit, but you do get 2 more of those. I'm also going to go into your character sheet real fast, and I'm going to turn that auto roll damage off because that's very annoying. So your character sheet's going to look funny for a second.
Okay, that sounds good.
Alright. And back to your spells. There you go.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Say 2 more times.
An 18 does not hit. A 29 hits. Roll that double damage. Let's do it.
How do we do that?
Just, it'll auto roll it for you.
Click on it.
Click the
Oh.
scorching
So
ray.
click on it in there. You
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Woo woo.
So here's the problem, though. When you subject the Iron Golem to fire damage, the damage that Sasha had dealt to it is actually repaired using the heat from your fire.
Oh. Damn.
Angry Rowan noises.
How dare you
The audacity!
come into my house?
Come into my house!
With your fire regeneration!
Okay, yeah.
Is that your turn,
that's
Callan?
Callan's turn, yeah.
Alright. Yelena.
Okay. Yelena, since she prepared all the battle spells for this relaxing vacation.
Yep,
Yeah, as one does. No.
one does.
Yeah. She's gonna do some shattering. We've fought a lot of things made out of metal. She's like, yeah, this works. So she's gonna cast Shatter, and it is a DC 17 saving throw.
Of what variety?
Dexterity.
It's
And
very
it's a
mean
disadvantage.
making the heavy iron golem roll a
Oh,
dexterity
no.
saving throw. It got a 1 and a 9. Like,
Anyway.
calm down.
It's
What does
gonna-
shatter look like when you cast it?
So it looks like, I think we established that it looks like she kind of balls up the lightning and it turns into a little softball
Yes.
and gets, she throws a fastball. She doesn't do curveballs. She only does fastballs. And then explodes upon reaching the
Yes.
intended location. Yeah. Oh, that is not
That was
very good
very
damage roll.
sad damage.
That's so sad.
Double ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the golem's attention at this juncture. Anything else on your turn?
No. No, I don't think I have anything that's a bonus action that I want to do.
Arthur steps forward, gently pushing Callan back and stepping in front of him with an, "Excuse me, sir? Did you just lay your hand on my betrothed?" Slowly and dramatically drawing rapier.
Yeah, how's that going, Arthur?
Yep.
Hiya!
Callan is not laughing.
Ah!
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Callan is not laughing, what?
Callan is not laughing. Natalie is.
Ah, yes. When the dice follow the narrative.
I love it.
Yes.
Like
Yes,
I said,
they
this
do.
is honestly all a show. Like, Arthur staged this out.
Oh,
He went
yeah.
over and talked to the neighbors. It was like, hey, so I hear you do this thing every once in a while.
Arthur
Can
deals
you make me
13
look
damage to
good?
the golem. Also, Callan is perfectly capable of saving himself, apparently. But Arthur does have this ability, if I can put it in the chat, that he was prepared to use.
Oh my god.
To move Callan out of melee range.
As long as he sings the song while he does it, I have no problem with this.
If you don't dance, you are no friend of mine! Isn't that right, Patrick?
Oh no, he and Patrick can get along.
No, he calls to
Okay.
Patrick for the musical backup.
Mm-hmm.
Yelena will join in the musical backup. This
Does
is
that give him like inspiration bonuses?
It is now Rowan's turn.
Okay.
You definitely saw the fire absorption.
Great, that was my first question. All right, so that changes the first thing that I had planned, but
I was
not
gonna say,
my
I'd imagine that fire absorption is one of those things that you're always on the lookout for.
Yeah, absolutely, because that just ends her whole career. So she's gonna come up here and first things first, she's gonna clap a hand on Callan's shoulder and cast just a little first level cure wounds. Get
Just a
that
little one.
get that boy feeling a little bit better. Let me find a D8. Hold on. Oh, whoop. Where did my rolling dice go? Come back.
Come back, she screams into the void.
Yeah, I do indeed.
You have cats. If you lose a dice in your house, they're gone.
I know. That is a number.
It's a very big number.
It's 9 whole hit points because I don't have the cat up, so I don't get that extra D8. But I don't want to burn the building down, so you see the problem here.
See the
There's giant
complications.
holes anyway.
Yes, and
Yeah,
then
9 hit points.
9 hit points.
Great.
Uh,
Helen will read thank you, Ro.
I got you. And then she'll turn to Fanan and kind of flick him on the forehead and use Inspire Followers to say, well, don't invite Patrick unless you have to. Why is Patrick getting involved? And look back at Zahn why is Patrick getting involved? And you have been guided. You get an extra D4.
Great.
Isn't it an extra D4 on a die of your choice?
On an ability check of your choice, yes.
Ability check. Okay.
Yes. What I think that does that include attacks? I
It
believe
does include attacks. When you
Yeah.
are using your divine powers to guide, it
I
is
like the fact
including
where
attacks.
the polytheism is implied. Like Fanan follows a god, and there's this other god that flicks him on the forehead, and is like, "Do
Wow.
better."
Not the weirdest interaction I've had with one, honestly.
that's true.
You're talking deity interactions. We've had stranger.
Yeah.
I just want to
And
see
that-
Rowan use show of power to throw one of these bad boys right back out the window.
She's not mad enough yet. Just you wait.
There's an anger mechanic there.
Just
She
to wait.
got a rage.
Iron Golem. Just to wait. Yeah, it's that secret level in Barbarian that all deities have.
All levels of deity are secretly barbarian levels.
No. So for anyone listening, I've actually created a deity subclass because becoming a deity is a very legit thing in my setting, and as part of that, the main showcase power of it is you can, a number of times per day, make an ability check as if your ability is 30.
So it's a plus 10, right, or something like that.
Yeah,
Plus
it's
10,
plus 10.
and being above 20 puts you in a whole nother realm, regardless of what statistic you were talking about.
Literally the god realm.
Yes. But Fanan, you've been inspired. You can add a 1d4 to a dice of your choice.
Cool. So evidently, just explaining away the lower initiative roll, Fanan has been finishing his drink.
Of course.
Most of this time.
Callan gets clocked next to you, and you're like, "That's none of my business."
No, I'm imagining Fanan holds up a hand to the golem, going, "1 second."
Hold on.
One moment.
Free action
That's
down your drink.
Finishes, puts down his drink, and says, "Zahn, I guess we have a warm-up." And he will draw newly re-fastened to his hip the long sword of the winds, take it in both hands, kind of do a spin around to the side of this guy and try and clock him somewhere in some joint, probably.
Excellent.
And probably will add a d4 to whatever this roll ends up being. Oh, question.
Answer.
So earlier from my trip to the hot springs, I get a +5 on strength-related checks.
Yes.
Would that include Using my longsword.
Yes.
Cool. I will add that.
Finan,
as
don't crit.
Please crit.
Please, crit.
Like,
One way
crit
or the
fail is
other,
what I'm
crit.
saying. Please do not
Oh.
crit fail.
I'm
This would be
trying not-
embarrassing. You have so many bonuses right now.
I do have a lot of bonuses.
It'll
right
be hysterical, you mean.
That can't be right. Hold on, that's a... No, how does it... Okay, because I have proficiency and the... Oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, no, that makes...
Does it work
Do
now?
I just get... Oh, I do get a... Oh, that's the magic bonus, so that... Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you should have at least like a +10.
I have
It's
a
been
plus
several
12 on
episodes
the-
since we
yeah.
fought, for
Yeah.
anyone that's listening.
Yeah,
so-
I know,
Yeah.
that's
Plus 12 on
We've
this
forgotten
thing.
how to
I'm like,
fight.
How does that
We
work?
were
Why
on
do you think I threw a
vacation.
combat session at you before the four-week hiatus?
Hey,
Yeah,
we are, you know,
here we go. Okay,
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
that's that.
Also, your character sheet is also auto-rolling damage, and that is super annoying. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah,
I'll
why did
fix
it do that?
I'll fix
Yeah.
it. The 24
Okay.
is definitely a hit. Is that 8
Okay.
damage accurate?
It is a 6 plus a 2, but if I can add my 1d4 onto, can I do that on my damage?
No, you have to
No,
do
it
it
has
to
to be on the
attack roll,
ability
it's not
check.
for damage.
Oh, okay. Well,
But in these conditions, I do think you get sneak attack.
oh yeah, you're right.
Doesn't-
Also,
Wouldn't-
shouldn't it be +5 versus
Yeah.
+2 since his strength is +5?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
since
it
it's
should be.
1d2 plus 2. Oh yeah, because I changed it. Yeah. Ooh,
However,
are
your
stronger
buff
than-
strength, I believe, is only until your next long rest. So don't
Yeah,
ruin
it's
your
till the end of-
character
it's
sheet
till-
over it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just add an extra 3.
yeah.
on top
It's
of
to the
whatever
end
your
of the-
ridiculous
the day.
D6 is.
Yeah.
Sneak
So-
attack.
Yeah, so yeah, instead of an 8 total, that's going to be an 11.
An 11 damage total. Excellent.
I
Now,
think yes.
hold still. Your character sheet's gonna go screwy for a second.
Okay.
It's-
Yeah.
You're
No,
back.
It just flipped a tab. It's fine. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. And then
And then your sneak attack damage.
Yes. Oh yeah, sneak attack damage, which is I'm at 5d6, right? Yeah.
Rogues.
Rogues.
So
What are you gonna do?
11 plus 20 is 31.
Excellent. Paris.
I think the first thing that Perith would do. Everyone seems to have that stuff covered right now, or at least that one. So the first thing he'd do is go to the hole in the wall and see where these guys are coming from.
Roll a perception.
Perception is... It's 10.
You see a lightning bolt streak out of the sky, hitting the distant siege weapon that was fired and obliterating it.
Damn.
Perith will give a good nod of the head and turn back to the stuff in here.
'Cause, you know, Thor.
Damn neighbors.
Let's see here. And he is going to try to give this guy his beauty mark back.
Ah. It'll buff out. It'll buff out.
Little fire, that'll buff right out.
Let's see here. Wait, why is mine auto rolling?
So,
they update-
Roll20 had an update like
Ah.
2-3 weeks ago, and it went through and screwed
Okay.
with everyone's character sheets. Do you know how to turn it
Okay.
off on your own, Casey?
I've already turned
You're
it off.
amazing.
I don't think that an 11 will hit,
The 11 does not hit. That is correct.
and I don't think a 15 will hit.
A 15 does not hit. You were making clanging noises on
Oh,
the.
Wait, would that be a 15 on my first attack? Because I think he's probably flaying.
Yes, he is flanked. So that is a 15 on your first
Okay.
attack. Arthur's
I
giving
will-
you flanking. He's actually useful.
Yeah, I forgot that I ran to the back side of him because he was planning on doing other things.
You're still just doing one of those weird make rhythm on household item TikToks.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what are these rolls?
Not good. A
Not rolled
16
higher
does
than
not
that.
hit
Yeah.
either. But
Yeah.
you gained 4 new TikTok followers.
Is it really called TikTok in this world, Dallas?
Yes, artificers built it.
Yeah.
The backside seems to be awfully thick.
Packing
We're
a lot of
just
junk in the trunk.
gonna leave that one alone, Ferris.
Find something in there.
Thick with 3 Qs.
The Iron Golem is going to punch Arthur.
I mean, that is an acceptable response for a nat
Right.
20.
15 bludgeoning damage.
Hey,
It was a nat 20, Fanan, alright?
how dare you attack the brooms to be?
And then punch
dare
him
you.
again.
Oh.
Oh
Fanan, you
no.
shouldn't
No.
have taunted it. Fanan, it's not the thing that you taunt. How
He's
dare.
still alive, but he like dramatically reels back into Callan's arms.
Uh-huh, yep.
Bleeding
Yep.
lips. Short breaths. Callan, if I don't see the end of this day, know that I love you more than anything.
Uh-huh, yep. You've already confessed,
You're gonna
Arthur, it's
live.
Sounds like you're fine.
right. Callan, you are my favorite. The very practical. You're good. Stop being a drama queen. You're gonna live.
Do 18s hit you, Sasha?
No, they do not.
Excellent. You are too fast for golems.
The dodge bear.
Dodge bear. Gotta dodge.
Juked.
Forgot that one was there. I think is actually what happened. And then like, whoa, okay, clunk clunk.
Also, yes, their primary attack is called Slam. Welcome to the
And
jam.
welcome to the
we
jam.
already know.
Yeah, this seems legit.
Everybody get up.
Sasha.
Yeah. Forgot that one was there. Arthur's being dramatic, which means that he's fine.
Is he
So-
moving? He's fine.
Is he, making a giant scene about things? He'll be okay.
Fine.
So she's actually gonna do something that, she really hasn't done a lot before. But so as she turns on this golem, probably using whatever momentum of dodging its attack or however that works, the longbow in her hands, since this is I'm pretty sure this is a free action to do. Yeah. So it can be any simple martial or thrown weapon. And so as she kind of ducks and gets her momentum, the longbow in her hands will change into a warhammer, and she's just gonna slam it into the side of this iron column.
Nice. Roll it.
Let's see. Our bonus is definitely not as good, but we'll go for it. Oh, yeah, that first attack is a 10. No, 11, which we all know does not hit.
An
So we're
11
gonna
does
try this
not
again.
hit.
It's fine. And that, God, yep, it is either feast or famine with these guys. That one is a 12. So,
That is also not a hit.
yeah.
You and Paris should start a band.
That is her turn. If they're not hits, Dallas, we shouldn't start a band. That's the thing.
I see what you did there.
Just clanging. It
Nice.
sounds like the cooking
Nice.
music in Breath of the Wild.
It's the opposite of band starting. You want a good solid smasher, and then you can go for it.
All right, Zanya, we're back to you.
Yeah, baby. Alright, that's cool. Lots of stuff happened, and yet both of these guys still suck.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna do the same thing again because 8 melted daggers.
Excellent. 8 melted daggers. Roll it. With a nat 20.
Yeah, of course.
Please roll your damage.
Hit me with your best shot.
That's a lot of numbers.
That's a
That's a
lot
hit.
of numbers.
Yes.
35?
I don't think she's ever crit with this before.
Double dice rolls. So
35? Is that 35?
35 is the total of all of
Yep.
those numbers, yes.
You clean clock it with your daggers, and it actually managed to knock it prone.
Knock it what?
Prone. You knock it on its butt.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Zahn just like kicks in the air, and how strong was that blue drink?
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Thank you. This is important.
Problem of asking.
Boop.
Pretty damn strong.
Well, I kick in the air and say, "Boom, baby!" And I'm hoping I stay standing up.
Roll a Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. We are very dexterous.
Mm-hmm.
You say that, and then the dice.
And then the dice say we are.
Yes,
Hey,
you're
you
fine.
gotta honor the nat 20, says the dice.
Yeah.
Callan, you are holding Arthur. You can
Callan.
drop Arthur as a free action.
Yes.
No hesitation. You can drop
Sounds
Arthur's
like
reaction.
You're
Yes.
going to live. Drop.
Drop. Drops into a pile of wings, tail, and limbs on the floor.
And then he
Callan pulls out his gun. Fine.
Krakow, krakow.
Amazing image. I love it.
What time is it, Callan?
Morphin time? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's always high noon. It's always high noon.
Oh. But what if I'm a Power Ranger and then it's Morphin time? Everyone always asks why.
I was thinking Morphin time too, but I wasn't.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Everyone always asks
no.
why, what the time, not how the time.
I don't know. I always go to tool time.
Oh, nice.
It's like a
Callan's
golden
gonna
seal.
cast Ray of Frost.
Pew, pew.
Excellent. Fire away. That is a hit.
Good. And there.
Nice.
Is your little guy gonna go?
Yes, he is. He's going. Just one moment. Little guy done.
That is also a hit.
There we go.
Now, Perith, you can choose to stand aside and let this fellow slide 5 feet back, or you can block its movement.
Or you can also, I mean, he's practically a ball going into your bat, so if you have something to swing at it, please do.
Swing, bada bada bada, swing, bada bada. All right,
Anyway, that's Callan's turn.
and that's Callan's turn. Yelena.
So okay. So seeing that everybody has really started to crowd around this one, she's going to jump up on top of this giant barrel so she can see what's happening where the other noise was. You know, she's got fancy jumping skills now, so
Yes, she does.
Nice.
you know, that was always, you know, one of the hard, you know, getting that power to get height when you jump, and now she has it, and she's
Yep.
real excited. She's gonna use it. And she's gonna form up her shatter lightning ball, but before she throws it, she's gonna monologue sing. It's a brand new time, and Yelena's jumping high. All my friends are singing that you're gonna die. How I hesitated, now I wonder why I didn't channel from Alios. And this time she's gonna channel Divinity when she casts Shatter over here on this guy.
For max damage, correct?
Correct.
Alright, let's see how he does on his dex, and it is at disadvantage, correct?
Correct. I'm just gonna cast it higher
That
level.
is a 3.
That definitely does not pass. So she was gonna cast it at that one, and do. Oh, I don't even have to roll it. It's just 5 times 8,
Which is?
which is 40.
Yeah.
I can do math.
Hey, it's evening. Math should not be required.
Math is not required in the evenings. The ball
Okay,
reaches out of your hand, shatters upon its chest, and somewhere, somehow, you feel like you can actually tangibly sense the presence of Alios again.
At which point, she definitely will say to herself, I knew he would never be gone, because I was loyal, and I remained, and I spread the word. And she has no surprise at this, just utter faith that this was the only outcome that would ever happen.
Arthur bravely pulls himself back onto his feet, steps defiantly towards the golem, and stabs it again for 9 piercing damage. Rowan.
Okay. We're gonna... Give me 1 second here.
Take time.
I gotta make druid choices.
The dreaded druid choices.
Hey, they can be pretty wise, so.
Yeah, gosh.
Yelena's choice was entirely driven by the song that Renee was able to come up with to sing, so...
Okay. Let me navigate back to what I was looking at
Is
before.
it okay, though? Are you sure it's okay?
You know, we're kind of limited in our non-fire options here today, and we don't think asking this man to make a con save is quite the best option we've ever had.
Oh, come on. The save you really want to make him make is a charisma save.
I would love to make him do a charisma save, but I will tell you one thing, and it's that I'm not gonna seduce the Iron Golem.
He is immune to being charmed, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, or poisoned.
Because of course.
So,
Yeah.
see,
he's a robot.
there's just no, there's no purpose to it. What I am gonna do, however, is wild shape into a lion, because
Rawr.
Rowan has certainly seen a lion before.
Yeah.
And then I am gonna, pounce on him.
Pounce on him.
Well, I thought
Pounce
you said
on him
you
and
were
do
gonna
a
make him
claw
make
attack.
Charisma saving
And
throw.
I have advantage because of pack tactics.
Amy, I don't know
Yes.
how often you use the journal tab in Roll20, but there should be a lion character sheet in there now, and you should be able to move that lion token I just put on the map.
Oh, look, he's beautiful. That's a big boy.
You haven't used your wild shape in a while. I have figured out better ways to do wild shape than just letting people wing it. So you can use the NPC template in your journal to go ahead and roll things automatically in Roll20. You don't have to keep track of what your animals can do, just what animals you can shapeshift into.
Perfect. Yeah, I had to search through the beasts and be like, what can Rowan do? And safely assume that desert is a good bet.
Yes.
So yeah, I would like to.
She ain't lying. She'd like to lion.
Just get right on top of him.
He
I'll
is
be right here so
prone,
that the rest of y'all can hit him. And what is that?
Take your time.
Yeah, I don't roll in here often, and I will not because it did not like that.
What do you mean it didn't like that?
Hold on, let me try again. Okay.
You should be able to just click on the actual where it says bite and claw, not on the gear, click on the text. There you go.
It does with advantage, so I'm going to try and see if I get that nat 20. Hey!
If you want advantage, there's a toggle in the top center of the template
Okay.
for advantage and disadvantage. But yes,
yes.
we'll go with just rolling it twice, that 25. Now, in the chat, if you click on where it says claw, it'll roll that damage for you.
Ha.
And then any of the special abilities on the left, again, if you click on the text, it'll automatically hot link it into the chat.
Dope. Thank you. That is 13 slashing damage.
It takes 13 slashing damage. It's not
And-
looking good. Its servos are fried. It's falling apart.
And a growl. That's her turn.
Fanan, it strikes me that with the Sword of the Wind, your nickname has particular pertinence.
That's why
Yeah.
the sword is named that.
It is a long sword too, so it really
Yep.
is long-windy. Yeah.
Okay. So this, how is this? So it's been knocked prone,
Yes.
right?
And reduced to a minuscule portion of its hit points.
Okay, cool. I'm going to try and dance around Arthur over here and just finish this thing off.
Arthur gives you a high five in passing.
Nice.
I just, for whatever reason, Dallas, I immediately assumed that he high-fived his butt. Just like that the athletes as they go by each other and it's just whoosh,
Good job. Good job.
Yeah. You got this.
Okay. We'll just attack.
There is advantage.
Oh, yeah. I'll just attack again. And then my chat is acting weird and I can't actually look at it. I popped it out and then I closed it and it didn't come back.
You got a 23. Would you like me to roll damage for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
That is 9 of the damages.
Okay. And
He
then
also
it's,
gets
5d6 if sneak attack applies, and there's
It does.
going around, so yeah.
12.
Wait, 5d6?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
they were
it was
not
bad.
good.
We're not
You got a
good.
1,
Okay.
a 2, a
Darn.
3, a 1, and a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. So it is.
Yep.
You can't win them all.
That's how it is, kids.
So a 9 and a 12, is that how it went? Okay.
Uh-huh. Parith,
Yes.
there's a prone robot in front of you that has a lion on top of it.
Yeah, once again, looks like they got this one taken care of. This one over here still looks pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, Parrot's coming over, and on his way over, he is using the enlarge reduce spell on himself. Oh, I can't make myself bigger.
I assume to make yourself bigger.
Yes. And he would then use an action surge to, first off, point to this guy over here, and then try to more or less escort him out the door, grabbing him by the arm.
Grapple check. Number beats 21.
Grapple check is athletics. Grapple check. I forget. As enlarged, do you get advantage on strength stuff? I think that was a thing, but I don't remember.
I know it does something to your strength. I don't know what it does.
Here. Can't
Advantage on
see.
strength checks and strength saving throws.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is
There you
a
go.
nat 28.
What do you say as you escort this robot out into the cold?
This party is invite only. Unless you want to look like your friend, I suggest you leave.
This iron golem actually melts into liquid metal. What
Cleaning off our big lion paws.
Yeah.
Don't get mercury poisoning, please.
Parrot then calls back. Hey Arthur, I think I'd make a good usher.
Arthur is dramatically draped over the bench, dapping at his forehead with a handkerchief. You will have to check with Callan. I am afraid I'm too fatigued for wedding planning.
Paris, what you just did is actually more like a bouncer. If
Same
they need
difference.
they need one of those at the wedding, I'm not sure I want to go.
No, those are the ones you really want to go to.
I was thinking, Colin was thinking to himself, well, with the company we keep, we might want one.
Aw, everyone in the group goes, how rude.
We're going to pause here for our 10-minute break.
Uh,
I will see you
Okay.
all back at 8:40 Central Time.
Cool.
Cool.
Hey.
I mean, Parith could be the bouncer for the bachelor party, so Patrick doesn't come.
No, but he would be the worst kind of bouncer because he would let Patrick in.
Would he?
I don't know. Like he wanted to see a show off
Yeah.
between Zahn and Patrick, but remember, he doesn't like Patrick either.
Correct.
Right.
So if
But he
you
loves
let
Zahn.
Patrick in, Zahn's going to kick his ass.
Oh, true.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Get hot
I'm
chocolate.
so
Goodbye.
hyped right now, guys.
Yes.
Feeling so hyped.
Anybody back?
I just sat down.
I'm here.
I'm here and have cashews.
Ooh, I wish I had cashews. That'd be
Did you
fun.
know that cashews come from the fruit? Did you know that cashews come from a fruit? Cashews, fruit.
Yelena/Renee, this will interest you. And Amy/Rowan, if you're here, I'll actually tell the story.
She went to go get hot chocolate, I remember that much.
Ah, jealous of everyone's snacks. I am snack deficient tonight.
Oh no.
It's okay. I had snacks all weekend. That's the trouble.
I do not have ice cream because it did not take me more than 2.5 days to eat the whole carton, so I'm out now.
I understand this problem. No, I want to tell you the story of how Elios was brought back to life.
Excellent.
Yes, please.
I
But,
would like to hear this.
Amy definitely needs to be here for it.
Then
Hello, I have just returned. What do I need to be here for?
The story of how Elios was returned
The
to life.
return of.
Yes! My boy!
So there's a
hashtag
group.
next wedding.
Hashtag quadruple wedding is what I was about to say.
There's
We haven't
a,
even gone on one date yet, okay?
But you have a ring.
I was gonna say he put a ring on that.
there's a group that meets every other Saturday morning called Cult of the Burning Sands. A
Yes.
very well placed Nat 1 brought this group of young Phoenix followers into a long forgotten temple of Elios, where Elios was dead in a glass coffin next to a vat of holy water. Someone popped that glass coffin right open and doused him in holy water. So guess who woke up?
Sleeping Beauty.
Yes.
It's appropriate that your clan did this.
It is so appropriate.
Did
Very
they
much so.
did they make roles of like, hey, that's our goddess's boyfriend?
No, but there was
Oh,
no
okay.
way out of the temple unless you got gains. The temple was a gym. There was no
course.
way out unless you got sufficient gains, and Elios had to sign a release form for you to leave. And they explained that they were working for the Phoenix, and he was like, "Oh yeah!" and signed all of their release forms.
I love it.
I'm so glad.
I also very much am in agreement of that's all that temples to Elios are just gyms with plus a few things.
Yes.
Whoa. When in canon did Elios hit on My Dear Sweet Fire Baby?
Oh, it's the other way around.
So long ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The very
Season
first thing
2.
I did when I became a succubus was seduce aliens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it-
back in season 2.
It was like episode 1 of season 2.
Well, we're like minding our own business, sailing a ship. A storm comes out of nowhere. It seems sentient. It's playing tag, quote, quote, with whales who don't seem super pleased. And I was like, I want to seduce it. And I did.
And it was Alias.
And it was Elios.
And,
And
he
then
put a
we're
ring on it.
buddies.
Did Elios make any other appearances until Renee said, I want to play a Tempest Cleric, and Dallas said, oh, I have a deity
so
for you.
many. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
so many.
anytime I used
Okay.
to call lightning, he was there and I would like flirt with him.
Make eyes at him. Hey, babe, how's it going? Nice
Hey,
lightning
just
bolt.
wanted to say hi. Thought you might be rolling through.
I mean, I'll roll through if you know what I mean.
And yes, I was trying to do a good bro voice for him.
It
I was
was-
interacting with all the
It
other
was
players.
so good.
Anyways, so Elios is getting his crap back together and unofficially tried to recruit the young adventurers to help him take on Zorafina.
Oh
Excellent.
good, now he's got 2 vendettas. That's
Yeah.
okay. Me too.
We're working on the Nicolita one. We still are level what, or level whatever we are, and we still haven't killed the god. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I need a few more deity levels before we tackle that bad boy.
Nah, we got this. We
We
just
also.
I don't-
more.
Oh, carry on.
I don't think gods can kill gods. I think you have to help other people kill it.
God,
I'm just trying to boost you guys up. I'm a lion.
I was gonna. I'm just a lion. I'm not a deity. The other interesting factor is Nicolita also now has a canon cult.
Oh, good.
They are known as the
No.
Council of Carnage, and they are entirely lycanthropes.
Entirely the
Dang
worst.
it, that's cool.
That's one of the main plots the Sunday evening game is dealing with.
I'm so glad that it wasn't the Thursday game.
It-
Because I could have seen them turning that way.
Yeah.
I was about to say, is it the Tuesday game? Because
No, the Thursday evening game is working against the Council of Carnage. They are not pro Nicolita.
Yeah, I knew that they hated Nicolita, but I also knew that, like, half of them were
Oh.
vampires.
You are going
were-
metallic robotic on us there for a
yeah,
second.
Nicolita
Casey.
did not like that.
Casey, I think you got infected with that guy you walked out of the bar. Speaking of,
Oop, nope. That
Whoa.
was
No,
worse.
Dallas too.
oh no,
Oh no,
It's catching.
it's contagious.
Nope.
It's a virus.
Uh-oh. Nope.
Oh no, that's worse.
that's so much worse. How's my voice? Am I okay?
Dallas,
You're
you're good.
okay now.
Test.
There you
Yes,
go.
much
I
better.
have no idea, man. I don't know. You sound good now.
Reset the audio codec or something and Discord.
Yeah.
Fucking Discord.
Like, I knew that Thursday night hated Nicolita, but also, like, I know that half of them are vampires and were more about power than a lot of things and could probably be swayed.
That is fair. No, the Sunday evening game is definitely working against the lycanthropes and the Council of Carnage, which is an incredibly catchy name.
It's so
It
dope.
2 notches below Axis of Evil, and I love it.
It's technically, isn't it technically 2 notches below? Because Axis of Evil is A and Council of Carnage is C.
I guess.
Yeah.
What's B then?
The
Brotherhood
Babes
of
of Badassery.
Bastards.
I like the Babes of Badassery myself.
The polar opposite of Brotherhood of Bastards.
Yes. That's Brosif's, like the anti-Brosif is the Brotherhood of Bastards.
Yes.
It's all of my male PCs.
Anyways, Giant Parith, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I just went.
I just escorted a dude out. Didn't you see me? I ushered him.
Okay, Lion Rowan.
I'm a lion, and I got metal man on my paws.
I'm a
So
lion.
I am having a bath. And then, are there any pumpkins in the vicinity?
Roll
no.
perception.
I will roll for pumpkin perception. I will use my shiny golden dice for lion rowan. 13 plus what is lion perception? It's good.
It's not
16!
16?
Yes.
There is in fact a pumpkin in the vicinity.
I would like to play with the pumpkin.
Of course you would.
Enrichment. That is what I am doing.
Oh, my lion Rowan needs enrichment, but okay.
Listen, she's had a relaxing day, and she would like to play with the pumpkin.
Alright, you should be able to move that pumpkin token to show how you are playing with it.
Still in initiative order.
No, we are not in initiative order. Zahn, what are you doing?
I rope the pumpkin and treat it as a cat toy.
Excellent.
This is the way.
Fanan,
Well, Fanan looks around rather self-satisfied and puts the sword away, and then realizes, oh shit, Amelia, and then runs out in the giant hole that
Yes.
like the thing crashed through, and look around for Amelia.
Amelia is still sitting and pouting.
Okay.
I know, was that sign of relief or frustration?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hey, hear any of that ruckus in there?
Oh, you know, cannon fire and whatnot. Almost made this place feel like home.
Stop
Yeah.
blowing holes in my ship.
I mean, literally, because it's a boat.
Mm-hmm.
On the top. Yeah. Did Yori sustain any damage, actually?
I suppose you'd have to ask him.
I'm looking up at the
Steal
roof
his
of the
new
building.
crewmate while you're at it.
His crewmate? What?
She rolls her eyes at you.
Are you mad? You seem mad.
No, I'm perfectly happy and satisfied with you ruining my life.
Good, we're at an
Well,
understanding then.
That doesn't sound happy. So,
Fanan, are you mad?
are you mad? You sound mad. I'll try and take a look off in the distance to see it's like where they were coming from, and establish that there are no more coming.
Roll a perception check.
Where'd my... There it is. Perception. Please. I crit failed it.
I see that. What's the right word for when a large chunk of snow falls off the roof because the sun hits it at the right angle?
It's a thing that happens. Yeah, just some snow melt.
You are hit with a rather obnoxious amount of snow melt as it falls off the roof on top of you.
Okay.
Amelia is laughing at you. She dodged.
Yeah.
This is why he and Patrick get along so well.
Well, we're safe for now. And then I'll just kind of sit here and milk this.
Callan and Yelena, are you doing anything?
Yelena, having serious concerns that Arthur does not have enough energy to plan a wedding because he's too busy being dramatic about his wounds.
Yes.
Is gonna take the road of least resistance and most wedding planning, and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Excellent. You doubled his current hit points.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are his wounds like visibly healing?
Yes, when Yelena
Okay.
tells him to get gains or get out.
Callan was going to. Okay, so. Alright, right before this, Callan has seen Arthur dabbing at his wounds and says, "Oh, give me that. I'll put that." And then suddenly his wounds are healing before his eyes and then says, "Never mind."
Callan,
Well,
you are so sweet, and Yelena, thank you for restoring a shred of vitality to these old bones.
yes, well, anything that helps the wedding move forward.
Yelena is very pro-wedding.
She's
She
been
is a
pro
cleric.
wedding.
She is, like...
Everyone has to be. Clearly, everyone else is distracted.
Yelena was pro wedding for Sasha and Peter before Sasha explained to her why that wasn't a good idea. And
What?
she's
I missed-
still secretly pro wedding, just being patient.
She's never.
I don't know how secret it is, though.
Probably not very.
No, probably not.
Not very.
I mean, it's a party. What is to go wrong with weddings?
Everything.
Just a little bit of everything all of the time. Well, that brings us back around the circle to Sasha. What are you doing?
Probably went to go get a couple. Wow, Karina did not mean the word casks, but that was the word that came to her mind. Tankards of honey mead, and we'll bring one over to Peter and come sit next to him.
Yelena sees and observes.
Peter gives you a nod, says, "You handled yourself well out there."
Guess I wasn't really expecting a fight. We're on vacation.
Apparently they have noisy neighbors.
I saw that. Don't know that I've ever known neighbors to be quite that noisy. And she'll obviously hand him one of the honey meads. That was the whole
light's
point.
down next to you with the biggest grin on her face, not interrupting, just joining you, and seems very pleased.
Hi.
I'm sorry, don't let me interrupt. I can go elsewhere if needed.
No, but I only got 2 honey meads. Did you want one?
She already has a cup of tea in her hand, though you're not 100% sure where it came from.
Okay, because Sasha immediately held out her honey mead and then was like, "Oh, I see that you have your own drink. Okay."
Sipping on it again, big smile. No, I
I'm
just wanted to
sorry.
make sure there's nothing else I could do to make you all a little more comfortable. I do apologize for the draft.
Oh, I didn't notice. And then Sasha remembers that there's giant holes in the wall and looks over. It's like, "Oh no, I like it cold. I'm sorry, I don't know your name."
Oh, I'm Jaffe.
Oh, hello. My name is Sasha. Was there something you needed?
No, I was just being cordial. If you're quite comfortable, I'll move on. Gives Perith a wink as she floats her way into the kitchen.
I don't understand the people here very well, but they seem nice.
Perith, are you doing anything? Perith, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Was muted headphones. Yeah. So, as she walks by, he would ask her if she had something in her eye before heading out to brush the snow off. Or, you said, how high is our wooden friend?
About 12 feet, I think, is what we decided.
Okay, yeah, because he's really been wanting to help him out, like, get the snow off of his neck, chin, whatever. So he would step outside and brush that off before the spell wore off, and he's probably back to normal by now.
Okay. Jory looks you up and down and says, well, I suppose thanks are in order.
No thanks is needed. Just something that I saw that I could be of help. Walks back inside.
Sasha, did you have more words to say to Peter?
I think I don't. At first, she would go quiet again, like that was weird to her. This random person came up to her, and it made a little more sense when Jaffe then acted like she owned the place, insofar as then walked back into the kitchen or whatever. And so she'd sit there for a second and take another drink, and then go, Peter, what's your favorite color?
Peter looks at the honeymead, looks at his fur, looks at your fur. Black, I suppose.
Oh. She immediately starts, you can see the wheels turning, but not in any progressive direction as she sits there and she's trying to think of how she can make the color black, but maybe I could use charcoal. Okay, I think that'll work. But she's not saying anything out loud.
Fanan, how's the weather under the snow?
Cold.
Understandably.
Roll for frostbite.
I'll probably eventually shake myself out of it. And probably sit down next to Amelia and say, okay, but no, seriously, it didn't crash into you on its way in here?
No, it went over my head.
Well, good. Good that you can still keep your head on a swivel like you're on the deck of a ship.
The day I'm caught off guard by a cannonball will be the end of things.
Well, I was just about there, but to be fair, they did catch me in the middle of a drink.
Well, the day that you're willing to put down a drink for a good fight will be a fine day indeed.
So, I don't know if you know, but we might have a little bit of a different wedding to celebrate. And, as I'm sure you're aware, another wedding that we have to crash.
Rubs hands together excitedly. What's the plan for that?
Don't have one yet. Want to go conspire?
Nods.
Zahn tends to be good at things like this.
Wedding crashing is a ritual among the centaurs.
Yes.
Yep.
Right up there with plate stacking.
Amelia follows you inside, presumably through the giant hole.
Yes.
Now, last I knew, Zahn was playing with the pumpkin with the lion.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm going to go over to Zahn and say, okay, so there's our warm-up. Still willing to, fight a dude if that's how we want to, celebrate things. I don't know if that's really Callan's idea of a bachelor party. His idea of a bachelor party, I always imagined, was like a quiet evening in a library or some boring shit like that.
Since when has Fanan gone to a library and it been quiet?
Hey there.
Okay,
Well,
Fanan has been to
not
multiple
this time.
libraries. Just don't let Sasha hear you say that Callan's idea is a quiet night in a library.
They're not my vibe. It's not my vibe. Unless
Fanan,
there's,
here's
you
the
know,
thing. Do we trick him, or do we just make it Arthur's bachelor party? Because he seems down.
he does seem down. Like, I would be great inviting Arthur. However, there is another thing that we do need to plan. So, one wedding, that wedding needs to go off without a hitch. Great. The other wedding between Jaffe and I'm forgetting the other.
Is it
Torsten.
Torsten?
Yeah, the other.
Are you telling me that I need to get my tall friend? Zahn uses heavy and unnecessary quotation marks around friend to uphold the long-standing centaur tradition of wedding crashing. She says a little too loudly.
I didn't even know that that was a thing, but I hope that it was. Yes.
It wasn't. Zahn was the only one that partook.
Zahn was never really invited. She always just had to show up.
And it just
Somehow
became a
Patrick
thing.
always came.
A long centaur tradition of wedding crashing.
Long-standing tradition started
You
by
know
Zahn.
Yeah.
what's gonna happen eventually in this game is Zanya's family is gonna show up, and that's gonna be a whole
Oh,
thing.
It's gonna be so good.
Zahn's going to get married, and they'll show up to crash her wedding.
Yeah.
I have so much centaur art. You all have no idea.
I do, Dallas.
I just want a centaur to burst through the wall and have me turn around and be like, Mama?
Can't decide if that's racist or...
Deadeye is leaning over. So, what's our plan then?
Zahn.
Zahn is already drawing up an invitation. She takes it over to Yelena as if it's approval, and it's an invitation for her giant friend to crash a wedding. She's looking for, like, is this... I'm not used to wedding invitations, Yelena.
If you're inviting them, I don't think it's crashing. I think it's just being invited.
But can I invite someone to someone else's wedding?
You can bring them as your +1.
Nice.
Zahn's eyes just get really big.
That is... Does that still only count as one, Zahn? So a minute ago I heard somebody say something about that was 5.
Zahn looks at Fanan and just gives him 2 big thumbs up.
You know, that sounds like a good start. But yeah, I think the idea is for that wedding to, you know, maybe just like not happen in the end. You know, it just gets crashed so thoroughly that, you know, they just kind of like call the whole thing off because, you know, we don't have like 2 fully interested parties. Eh?
What was that? Who just joined us?
Jaffe just joined you
Oh, hey.
with a
Oh, hey.
giant grin on her face.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Is there
Hi.
anything I can get any of you?
More crayons.
You
More
know-
crayons are in her hand and being offered to Zanya.
Yes. She eats one. She keeps coloring with the rest.
Excellent.
No one is surprised.
It's, the least surprising thing
But-
I've seen from Zahn.
That checks out.
Yeah.
Just glad it wasn't glue.
Yeah. Was just wondering, and this would be completely hypothetical, but you know, that really large fellow, that really large giant who seems to want to fight all the time.
Oh,
How do you
Scorvin.
think? Yes, that one. How do you think he would do at a wedding? Wink.
Well, I
wink.
mean, I imagine he would eat a lot, but beyond that, I think he'd be a perfectly acceptable wedding guest. The Frost Giants are always very respectful at social events.
Oh, well, I was.
Zon takes out her knife and she goes, unless they get something stuck in their toe.
Are you considering inviting him to Callan and Arthur's ceremony?
I don't know. Potentially, given how Zon and I's chat with him goes.
Well, who else's wedding would you invite him to? I mean, the two Bjornvin seem familiar with each other, but I thought they were cousins.
Well, number one, no, not quite. And number two, not yet. I think that one's going to be a little bit longer off.
Meta note, Bjornvin is Dwarvish for bear friend and has kind of become my colloquial for bear folk.
Yeah, Finan was definitely like reading some context clues into that because
Yes.
he don't.
That's because we're recording, and I don't want that to go completely over everyone's head.
Gotcha.
Well, who else is getting married?
What? Hold on. Maybe meta note. It was definitely her, right?
Yes, it was definitely her. It was definitely her.
Okay. Okay, got it. And I'll just say, well, was thinking it might be. We were trying to think of ways that might bring about a premature end, perhaps, to some of the other ceremonies where there might be some less, you know, there. Can't even tell what I was trying to say. Whatever.
Less willing parties.
Yes, thank you.
Non-consensual.
Yeah.
She gives a really broad smile and goes, well, I can't think of any events that are happening here that would fit that qualification. Not anymore. If there's nothing I can get you, I'll see you around then. Don't hesitate to come bother me in the kitchen if you need anything.
Oh, okay. Did I read that right? Because I, definitely thought that was still happening as of yet.
Dawn looks very confused. She eats another crayon.
Also looks confused and is gonna go hunt down some of her cats.
So I do
know.
think that we told her that we were gonna stop the wedding, but nothing has actually happened to stop it besides telling her that we were gonna stop it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Are you cat seeking?
I am cat seeking.
It does not take very much seeking to find cats. What would you like to say to a cat? The cat, by the way, is not intimidated by you at all.
That is exactly what I expected. I think that your mistress is under the impression that she's not getting married.
The cat snickers.
Now, what do you know?
Can't very well have a wedding without a groom, now can you?
Oh, did she, and she'll kind of flex the claws a little bit.
Murder? No, nothing of the sort, and I don't think she organized it either. I think it was a happy accident.
Oh. Was it the neighbors?
They are holding that giant Torsten for ransom for the amount that it took to build this inn.
Ooh. Oh, this is juicy gossip. Where do you guys hear these things?
Nobody keeps their mouth shut around cats.
This is very true.
You're a little bit on the large side, though. I could see you unnerving them.
You're not unnerved.
Of course not. I'm a cat.
You're absolutely right. Okay. I'm gonna...
Also, what's that meme about? I've never met a cat that doesn't think they're the best example of what everything a cat can be.
And she's gonna pat back over here and turn back into Rowan because there's simply no good way for a lion to communicate this.
Rawr!
You guys, the cats just told me a secret.
Deadeye is sliding a glass of warm milk into your hand.
No, you're too late. I need to finish my cocktail, but thank you. I just heard kitty cat gossip. The groom, right? The boy who builds the stables who's supposed to be getting married.
Mm-hmm.
He's not here. He's being held for ransom by the neighbors who shot the big Iron Man through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have 12,000 platinum.
No, we don't.
Is it ethical to just leave him there?
Well, I mean, probably not.
Probably not.
When has Fanan ever cared about how ethical something was?
I mean, if you're asking, like, factually, probably not. But, like, are we gonna do anything about it? That's another question. Well, according to the people who own this lodge, and this is just me putting pieces together out loud, somewhat conspiratorially over here. According to the people that run this lodge, they apparently have already sent off the payment, but that is what is being disputed at the moment. So they either have it and they're lying, or they don't and it's somewhere else.
Right, but it's not with the giants and it's not with the neighbors because they also want that amount.
Yep. So we gotta find it somewhere.
Is it with the cats?
Maybe the bean dwarves.
Phoenix dwarves.
I mean, maybe it was being transported and it just showed up in their camp.
You know, random things show up in their camp often, I feel.
Yeah.
That's how they ended up having a vacation here, is because they actually somehow ended up with all of the platinum.
No, they didn't end up with the platinum. The By the Frost Tavern ended up in their camp, so they just moved in.
Okay.
Yeah, the By the Frost Tavern had nothing to say. Otherwise, the Bean Dwarves stay here for free.
Well, By the Frost Tavern ended up in their camp and didn't really want to build here, so they tried to build somewhere else, but every time they left, they always ended up back there.
It's the worst problem, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of all these guests.
What are you doing in my tent? Get out of my woods!
Oh no. Oh gosh. Anyway, actually, like, also, the neighbors who just came firing iron golems at us from a cannon somewhere need to figure out who they are. Is it the giants? Or is it, not? It doesn't make sense if it's the giants to take their own person hostage? What?
Right,
No.
that doesn't add up. We don't know other than the giants and The tavern owners who lives here.
Yeah. So if there's a third party getting involved here, then I think we need to figure out who they are. Hello, Parith.
Sorry, I've been wanting to be in these conversations, but I just needed to move my token.
Okay.
And hello, Parrot.
Australia has a large.
Parith
pumpkin
would not
head.
just be standing over there by himself doing.
So sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah. Sasha and Peter have their own thing going on.
Do they?
It's the usual.
Peter is sliding a woven brooch that is made from preserved flower petals, so it retains its color and yet is very sturdy. They have been very lovingly affixed to a circular piece of leather to make a nice little colorful flower-themed brooch. And he is sliding it across to Sasha, very shyly.
Oh, that's what flowers are they, Dallas? She would probably know.
I mean, she would, but I don't. And Peter doesn't.
Can we say for shits and giggles that they're forget-me-nots, because it's really funny that he
Yes.
doesn't necessarily know what they are, but they're actually the forget-me-nots. Cool. She would see it and go, "Oh, Peter, that's very lovely. Did you make that?"
I did. I thought you would appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried it on yet?
It's for you, Sasha.
Me?
Yes. And he actually starts like dramatically pinning it onto your armor if you do not resist it.
I mean, she'll just watch him do it, but in that,
It contrasts real well with your fur and your eyes.
People keep giving me things, and I have something for you, but it's not done yet.
That's okay.
Do you
don't
mind-
have to give me anything.
Oh, but I want to. Son gave me a drink, and Rowan keeps giving me flowers, and I don't ever have anything to give anyone. So that's why I asked the giant to help me with the wood carving, because I'm not very good at it. And I made something for you, but it's not done yet. I hadn't finished. Awkward beer noises.
Roll a perception check against Peter's sleight of hand.
Oh no, sure.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Oh, look at this die. It was flat in the middle. Yep, that she did actually roll. It's a 16 total.
So you
Yeah.
see Peter very casually checking a piece of parchment in his bag, and you catch a slight whiff of perfume and notice a gilded edge to the parchment.
Uh-huh. I mean, I don't know. She's not Nosy Bear. She's not gonna necessarily... Though, I mean, does it smell familiar? Because if it's the thing from Arthur, I'm pretty sure she got one too and immediately stuffed it away.
It smells like Arthur, but this is not an invitation.
Okay, that's
This is
fine.
something else, but it is definitely from Arthur.
Okay, Karina knows what it is, but Sasha doesn't. Sasha's not a nosy bear. Like, she's
What
not
does
gonna...
Karina think it is?
Instructions on what Peter should do in this moment, because you don't have an earpiece. It's fine.
Correct.
Yeah, Karina knows. Sasha doesn't know. It's just from Arthur, and so Sasha's conclusion is that it's the wedding invitation or whatever. But also
That's
she's
an excellent conclusion.
yeah, she minds her own business and doesn't look at what it is.
I just want everyone in the meta to know that
Uh-huh.
Peter is trying, and Arthur
Yeah.
has been so successful, he is modeling himself after success.
Arthur has
only
been
go well.
successful. Oh no. Sure.
Well, is Banan more successful than Arthur?
Has
Debatable.
I mean, Peter's the one that's been talking to Patrick, so like, of anything.
I mean, I think that it seems like Peter wants something more like what Arthur and Callan have, because they're about to get married and Fanan and Amelia are not.
That's fair. But
Yeah.
yeah. No, she's not a nosy bear. She ain't gonna. She sees it, but like, okay, it's the invitation. She knows what that is. She's not gonna do anything about
Anyways,
it.
back to the Callan, Yelena, Arthur scene.
Arthur, are you feeling better?
Oh, yes, I'm feeling quite much more like myself. Leans delicately into Callan's arms. Now then, I believe we were just about to discuss our wedding plans. Are we going to get married here, or do you want to, give a little time for everyone to collect their gifts and finest ball gowns?
The second option would be preferable. Usually they take time with these.
Excellent! I shall book the largest cathedral in the 9 hells. I will be right back.
Oh no.
Like,
Arthur, that's going to cost a fortune.
also, Arthur, we're not fireproof. Like, I realize that you like some of us don't like fire, says Metasasha. Like, we ain't about that life.
I realize that you're fireproof, but the rest of us...
So Callan, if you don't want to have the wedding in the 9 hells, we really should come up with an alternate location, because Arthur seems very excited about that one.
Yes. Yes. We probably should. What would you suggest?
Well, do you want a temple, or outdoors, or something like a large tavern hall?
A temple would be quite nice.
Excellent. Do you have a particular deity you prefer? Because I will always suggest Alios, and we can always find a temple if we just commandeer the local gym.
What's a gym?
Once again, remind me. I'm not particularly religious, but
Sorry, I missed the first part of that, Natalie.
Alios is a god of what? Remind me again. I'm sorry, I'm not particularly religious, but we don't know these things very well.
Storms and lifting. And just, yes, storms and lifting.
That seems,
Yes,
games.
when you mean storms and working out.
Yes. Is this how you want to define your marriage?
I mean, Arthur would be okay with that.
Oh yeah, he would. That might be appropriate. Sure.
And do you want to do it while we're on vacation? Because there are fewer worlds threatening.
Actually, maybe I really should discuss this with Arthur.
Okay. Well, now you have some ideas to suggest and to talk about with him.
Yes, just thank you for that.
Yes, and once you guys have set a date, let me know, and I'm happy to help.
Thank you.
Elena's gonna go find a person that can tell her about the friend for Yori.
Would you like to go to the wood shop?
Yes.
Let me reveal the wood shop for you. First,
I don't think she realizes all of the drama that's happening with the rest of her friends, so she's gonna go wood shop hunting.
The wood shop is to the south, just outside.
Ah. Okay. As she passes under Yori, she says, I'm going to go work on making you a friend. Do you have any requests?
Yori squints at you but says nothing.
Okay.
Don't know that Yori's ever had a friend to compare with, so.
I mean, I really feel like maybe Astra is a little too much for you, but
LOL.
Best friends!
I forgot that Astra
Yeah.
was bringing back friends.
Tree friends!
Tree
But
friends.
it's really all about friends who do stuff together. You is for you and them, and is for and is for right here and any time at all. Here in the frozen cold.
I like the part where you keep her accent while you're singing.
I like the part that you're still singing, even though I'm pretty sure the spell wore off.
It wasn't a spell.
It's not a spell, it's a condition.
It's a condition, yeah.
Son, you got a condition.
But Elena thinks it's perfectly normal, so she has not sought out anything to change her condition.
This is normal. Doesn't seek out help.
Perfect girl.
Everyone.
You step into the wood
entrance
shop,
is
and
over here,
yeah,
where the door is.
smell that hits you is that fresh cut, sanded down wood, just the rich polyurethane of the stain and finisher, and it smells like a wood shop.
Yeah. Okay, do I see... I mean, is there a giant wooden dragon in front, or a normal-sized wooden
There is
dragon?
a not quite completed wooden dragon head on the floor. It has a tarp over it, like someone was working on it at some point and abandoned it.
Okay. Is this a short wall or a tall wall separating me from the person that's over there?
Short wall.
Short wall. Okay. Hello! Knock knock!
He looks up and you recognize him as the guy who was guarding the gate initially. You weren't in
There
that
was a
scene.
gate?
Yeah, you weren't
No.
in that scene.
Okay.
But your character would have recognized him. Ah, hello and well met. That was Yelena, correct?
Yes, and I'm sorry, I've met so many people. What was your name
That is
again?
okay. Maldelier never forgets a face. I am Maldelier.
It's nice to meet you again.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance again as well. Though,
Ah.
you know what they say. Never out of sight, even when out of mind.
Well, I really, So, right now I can't see my friends. So how does that work?
Ah, see, I can still see your friends.
Do you want just go to the bathroom? I really don't think I'm comfortable with these.
That's immediate her first question. I have a problem with omnipresence. Need you to look the other way.
No, I give people their privacy when appropriate.
Oh, okay. At least he's much better.
In that case, most of the time, I give your friend Zanya her privacy.
Wait,
It's more disturbing for other people than it is for me.
do you just flat give her her privacy most of the time? Or do you most of the time watch her while she's going to the bathroom? I'm uncertain as to where
As
this
Zanya picks her nose and leans over and lets one rip.
Ah, Zon, Nicey has been hanging out too much with the bean dwarf.
The bean folks.
Always comes back to the bean dwarves. We go other
Gotta bring it
places,
around.
but it always comes back to the bean dwarves.
It's like one of those SBDs, man. You can never see it, but it is still there.
So, I I see that you've started a friend for Yori. I want to help. Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, that wasn't my project. That was a traveler we had here. What was it? Oh, must have been 80 years ago now.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
Yes,
That's a
I
long time
don't
to go without a
suspect-
friend.
I don't suspect he's coming back.
Okay, so does that mean I can work on it?
Help yourself. Do you need tools?
Well, I have some basic tools, but if you have the fancy tools that would help with these small details,
Indicates
can
the
I use
wall
those?
over here that is just full of every wood carving tool you can imagine.
Okay, I know what some of those do, so I will just use those.
And he goes back to his project. Are you gonna work on trying to finish the dragon head carving?
Yes.
Excellent. Give me a woodworking check.
Okay, so first I would like to befriend the wood, because that is what Elena was taught to do, was to
Excellent.
listen to the wood.
Charisma saving throw.
And okay, yep. Well, flat, middle of the road.
The wood doesn't
very
hate you.
average.
It's very skeptical.
Oh, do I get advantage because of the singing?
Yes. The wood doesn't hate you. It's just very distrustful. It does not suspect that anyone cares about it.
Okay, does it want to be a dragon?
Definitely.
Okay, then she will. That's a dexterity check plus my
Proficiency.
You're proficient.
modifier.
proficiency modifier. Oh, and actually, Dallas, I am proficient with my charisma saving throws and did not click my proficiency, so those are actually 15s, not 10s.
Oh, yeah. So the wood actually kind of likes you then.
Okay, I would like to introduce the wood to Not the bunny. So I will hold up the bunny from my neck and say, "It is nice to meet you. This is my friend Not. We're going to help you finish being you so you can make more friends."
Roll a 1d100.
Oh.
I'm excited for whatever this is about to happen to this carving.
It's a 19. The bunny produces a large tooth. It is about 1.5 inches, relatively square, with an incredibly romantic scene between two dragons scrimshawed on it in exquisite detail.
So, this
One
is a
dragon
gift.
appears to be proposing to the other dragon in a garden.
Oh!
Uh-huh.
So this is a gift from Not, and I will set it here, and then when we are done working on you, we can move both of you outside, and you can meet Yori.
Roll an insight check.
Insightfulness is a thing that I have. 22.
When
The
art
dragon
reflects
head
real
would
life.
like the scrimshaw tooth done as an inlay on one of its own teeth.
Oh, okay, we can do that.
Do you have your
So-
wood carving check?
Yes, that I still have to make. So that's dexterity plus proficiency. So here is dexterity. Oh. Yeah, that's only a 12.
Do you not have your tool proficiency checks worked into your character sheet?
I mean, I forgot to add the
Wood carving.
wood carving one.
Because you have your smith's tools, but you don't have your wood carving tools.
Yes.
Go ahead, add your wood carving tools and roll it again, but as wood carving tools.
Tools. My attribute is not strength, although that would be nice.
Wouldn't it though? It can be wisdom because of how you were taught.
Ooh, okay, because I
You were
listen
taught
to the
befriend the wood. And just bring out of the wood what was lying inside the entire time.
Okay, well, we'll try that. That is a 20, Dallas. with my +9.
You are able to finish carving it exquisitely.
Excellent. And I'm successful with the tooth inlay,
Yes.
I assume? Okay. Great. Is this something that I will need help to carry without
Oh, yeah.
damaging it? Okay.
We're talking 3-4 people. Help
Okay.
carrying.
So I'm going to go get help to move these. Oh, just a minute. What is your name? I address the dragon head.
The dragon head looks at you and says, I am Mundir.
It's nice to meet you, Mundir. So, this is Mundir. We're going to move Mundir outside to be friends with Yori. Can you help us with the lifting and the carrying?
I certainly can, though I imagine it'll take more than just you and I.
I'm going to go get my friends, and I wanted to know how many of them to get.
Well, I'll be here.
Great. And she will head out to go back.
Meanwhile, Sasha, any further thoughts before I bounce back to other people?
No.
Okay, Talon, how are you doing besides bewildered that your betrothed just vanished again?
Bewildered is the right word.
Callan, Nat, you're muted.
Oh, nose!
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Alright. He is feeling. I mean, it was normal, Arthur to just disappear. That was normal, but he was more concerned about where he was going, what he was going to do. In all the weddings, things just feel a little overwhelming to him right now. He is just sitting and is going to munch on some of the food there.
Sitrek sits down beside you. My dear lad, you look simply exhausted. Here, I have some hot tea, peppermint.
Ah, thank you.
Of course. Slides onto the bench next to you. Now tell me, what could have that lovely face contorted in such a dastardly fashion?
Callan looks at him and goes, "You know I'm engaged, right?"
Dismissive hand wave.
I mean, they are Asgardians, after all.
That's just a tad bit creepy when you say it like that.
I'll have to work on my approach then.
Thank you. It just seems like a lot all at once. That's
Well, you know, it's never too late to back out.
thank you for the reminder, but I don't think I'm this one. It's for the adventure of a lifetime here. And I do want to go on that adventure. Oh, that's a good question.
Sitrek nods, and as he's walking away, says, "It's a shame that I think it would be harder for the neighbors to pin down your betrothed, even if you did have 12,000 platinum pieces to pay for ransom."
Sitrek!
He's right, but what does it mean?
Oh, no.
Sitrek turns to look at Perith.
Perith hands him a bag of silver equivalent to 20 gold pieces. Because with that win, he would have had exactly what was borrowed off of him. Says, thank you. That was a wonderful game the other day.
Sitrek looks confused. Sitrek assumed he had been taken, and he doesn't go back and give money to people he cheats money out of.
Well, that's you, and this is Parrot, okay?
But he
has a debt.
he smiles graciously and says, "Thank you. I will add this to my collection."
Perth looks puzzled by a collection of money, as Perth doesn't carry much money with him.
My dear boy, you're not really playing in the leagues until you cross over 1,000 platinum.
Ah. I will have to remember this. But how do you earn such amounts of money? I can earn the silver here or there, but...
Roll persuade.
Because Perth never saw him or assumed that he was cheating.
Correct.
Oh, sorry, that's a 10.
Go Paris.
No, that's a 10. He didn't have advantage.
Yeah, but Sitrek likes you, and you did just do a nice thing for Sitrek. A thing Sitrek does not feel like he earned. All you have to do is find couriers taking money to other parties and intercept them. And with that, Sitrek walks away. Goes back to his seat.
Perth rushes excitedly over to the party and says, I just learned how we can get the money. Apparently there's lots of couriers who need help moving their goods, and they pay extraordinarily well. Sitrek told me so.
Gonna take one look over my shoulder and just kind of mumble under my breath. Did he now?
Now, when he said it, did it seem like he was flirting with you? Because if so, I'm betting he was lying.
Actually, I did not feel like that.
Parrot narrows eyes, like, Parrot is like,
Yeah, it's like, I'm not sure Perth felt like he was flirting with him the first time, just that he was extraordinarily good at giving compliments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. Maybe it's trustworthy. Extreme side-eye at Sitrek.
I realize I gave the clue to the wrong person, but that was a clue as to what's been happening to some disappearing money recently.
We
Yeah.
realize that,
yeah.
but
We
this
know.
is Parrot's response, Dallas.
I love it so much.
With the information that the rest of us have,
Yep.
it checks out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, I was hoping that, like, Fanan's picking up on the vibe, because he played cards with him too.
Yeah. He's
Parrot
like,
is an innocent cinnamon roll, so
We do love our innocent cinnamon rolls.
we do love the
Too
cinnamon roll of
chaotic,
the
too
group.
pure.
Yeah.
Faith in everyone and everything that approaches him.
Two pure 5 chaos.
Fanan, Rowan, any thoughts?
So, and don't shoot me down too quick, but I have an idea.
I really hope that your idea is not the same as my idea, because I'll do it, but I won't be happy.
I don't know, actually. I just need someone to keep a lookout while I go check on something in my room for a bit.
Oh, yes, I'll do that. That's much better than what I was thinking.
like how Rowan immediately went there.
Rowan was like, I know how to get money out of a man.
That's the oldest work in the book.
Oldest job in history.
Oh man.
I mean, if it's the red light district because of the fire from Rowan.
All districts are the red light district if you try hard enough.
You just believe in yourself.
No, you just have to look at posture. I mean, every
Yeah, just
district is the red district in posture.
At this
Essentially,
moment, Yelena
Lucy
comes through the door.
Oh. Just gonna come up to Sasha first. Sasha? Peter? Can you guys help me? We have a new friend for Yori, but he's very heavy and I need help carrying him.
Oh, sure.
Peter, can you help too?
Yeah.
Okay, he's this way.
Peter sets down his ham hock.
Yes.
And she will lead them to the woodshed and say,
Not the woodshed.
the woodshed where the axe murderer is hiding.
Let's hide behind those chainsaws. Safe there.
So this is Mandir. He is the new friend for Yori. And, yes, we will take the four of us to carry him. Modalier said he would help.
Oh, okay. Definitely bench press 312 pounds, so I think Sasha is going to be able to help.
Just bare things.
Actually, technically she can bench press 624 pounds because I calculated it since their count is a size larger. I wanted to make sure I knew what was up with that.
With
yeah, I think-
much muscly action, you bring the second dragon head to the first. Where do you want to place it?
Oh, I did not think this far ahead. Well,
You could ask Yori.
Oh, that's a good idea, Sasha. Thank you. Yori, this is Mandir. Mandir, this is Yori.
They nod at each other.
So, where do you want to go, Mandir? Or Yori, where would be easiest for you guys to like talk and stuff?
Well, if you must put them in my presence, please put them somewhere I can see them.
Does that mean on the ground? Since Yori's upside down?
Peter is like doing the making L's with his paws.
Yeah, like
Angles
trying
thing.
to figure out. Yeah, like Sasha's
And
thinking.
slides
ropes.
the whole statue over here.
Yeah. Sasha was like.
Yori, is it rude if I jump up there to see your angle of seeing things?
Yori actually, now that Peter put Mundir over to the side a little bit, can see Mundir very clearly without craning his neck. And you're fairly certain he's actually smiling.
Oh, good.
Yelena, did you do this?
Well, I just finished it. Somebody started it like 80 years ago, but the wood wanted to be a dragon, so I just had to listen to it.
Sasha goes over and pats Mundir's head.
The two dragon heads start talking to each other in Draconic.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure half of us here anyway, understand that conversation.
So Renee really wants it to find a platform to raise Mandir up out of the ground
You can build one.
so that the base doesn't start to rot off. I don't know if this would occur to Yelena.
Let me because Sasha actually went over there to pat it on the head, and I was thinking that same thing of like, did we just chunk this on the ground? Like, what's the bottom of it look like? Yeah, I mean, is it so? Assessment, like, on the bottom of it, Dallas. Is it just like sticking in the snow in a place that's gonna eventually
It could
like
use
get to
a
it, I guess?
stand.
Okay, because I didn't know what the bottom of it looks like. But Sasha's kind of going over there and examining it. Yelena, we should probably make something for Mandir to sit on. The snow is not good for wood, I don't think. But I don't know what we could make it out of.
Well, there is a rock right there.
Oh.
But would the snow not just sit on the rock, or do you think it would fit okay?
Well, we could try it. I'm not sure.
Let's try it. I mean, at the very least, we get a good workout from moving the rock.
Sasha just like looks at you. Okay.
Okay. And this time, I really think we need to sing the moving things and the walking song that goes like this. And it goes, hi ho, it's off to Yori we go. Do 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 do. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho.
Peter was all ready to start singing the bare necessities as he started moving the rock, but decided to join in with you instead.
Yelena's definitely down for some bare necessities at another time when she hasn't already started singing it.
No.
Because Renee hearts that.
Please get a performance check from Peter.
Yes.
I mean, honestly.
He has a baritone, I believe.
Uh-huh. I mean, he could barely be a tenor. You don't even know, Dallas.
It's not great.
Yeah,
Is it unbearable?
Mm-hmm.
What have I done?
You started it, mister. Bare necessities. It's home from work we go. Gonna take this thing right over there.
Hi ho.
You do manage to get Mundir up on a rock, and we are gonna wrap it up for tonight. Fanayan, don't forget that you have a thing to check in your room next week.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the plan.
Next week will likely be the last episode of Vacation, unless you all are very determined to draw this out for another 2 weeks. But it is my current plan for next week to be the last week. You are all reaching the end of the plot threads.
Cool.
As thin as they are.
I think we picked that up whenever you were like, please take this information.
Please take this information that you were not asking for.
Yeah, as long as Callan decides that he wants to wait to have the wedding till later in the actual season, then Elena's cool with that.
Yep. No, because the question none of you had been asking was, well, what if Sitrek took the money, right? Even though I set up this very suspicious cheater character.
Well, all of us were like, well, he's flirtatious garbage, but he's our flirtatious garbage.
Also,
Definitely, nope.
Gareth probably would have picked up on it more had Sitrek not left him his winnings.
Yeah.
I don't. Sasha is trying to be on vacation. Why are we meddling?
We can't not.
We're on vacation.
Everyone, say goodbye to the live stream and I will turn it off.
Goodbye.